switch. I'll tell you a story of this guitar. When I was a little kid, first Christian, we had a young minister show up. I'm assuming I was pretty young, and I never remembered a whole lot of the story, but there was important things I did remember. I'm assuming he was straight out of seminary and came to First Christian to be an associate minister. And he had an early service, which we've always had at our church since then. A service early in the morning, and we called it early service, and then there's big church, which one we're going to go to this Sunday. And we had an old fellowship hall that was in the basement, and I remember it had green tile floors. We had the good old folding chairs, and we had breakfast, and so it was always fun to go. This young minister would stand up and lead the service, and he'd play a 12-string guitar. He's the first person, I'm sure the first person that ever saw play guitar and sing. And while it would be many years until I started doing the same, I'm pretty sure that had an effect and planted a seed in me that I would want to stand in front of people and play and sing. And so, I don't know how old I was, maybe 8 or 9 or 10. And he left the church, moved to a congregation in northern Kentucky. And it wasn't long until he got sick. And he had cancer, and he ended up passing away way too soon. And so I started writing these songs for this record, and word spread around the church that I was writing these songs, and his widow still attends our church. She came to me one day and said, you need to stop by the house, I've got something for you. And so it was raining hard. I remember it was raining really hard one day, and I pulled in her driveway, tapped on the door, and I walked in, and she had this guitar laying open in the case in the living room floor. And she said, nobody's played it since Bob, which was in the late 80s. And it's been laid under the bed. If you'll play it, it's yours. Well, I don't know if you know guitars, but this is a real Cadillac. And for somebody to say, I'd like you to have this, and please just take it and play it and do your work with this guitar was pretty overwhelming to me. So at the time, I'm writing songs, and I work at home. I build furniture, so I'm always there. At lunchtime, I go upstairs, I fix my lunch, and I sit on the couch and I play music almost every single day. So I was writing songs. I was reading one of Paul's letters. Paul has had great salutations and great closings in the letters. And this particular one, it was Grace Be with you. And so I started thinking about the things I had learned from that young minister, because we used to go after church up to Sunday school, and before Sunday school started, we had the little choir, you know, from 4 to 12 years old, and my mom, who was right over there, led that choir with that young minister. He played the guitar, and we sang all kinds of fun songs every Sunday. So I'm kind of starting to think of things that I learned during those times, and reading this passage. And Grace Be with you really stuck with me. And so I couldn't play the song on any but this guitar. I don't play it very often, but I always play this song. It's called Grace Be with you.
Uh-oh, there's a pick in your string.
Got a pick in the string. Sound better now. Grace be with you, all children of God's light. Seek to show the love, embrace eternal life. Reach out your hand in faith to the Lord. and all other things will pass on. Grace be with you, all children of God's light. Seek to show love, embrace eternal life. Hold to the light that shines with all its good, and share what you have when you can. And grace be with you, all children of God's light. Seek to show love, embrace eternal life. Fight the good fight for justice and for peace. Tell all the word of love. And grace be with you, all children of God's light. Seek to show love, embrace eternal life. All that we need is given by the Lord. Christ is the gentle, true light. And grace be with you. Grace be with you.